Hello, it's Rachel from A Mother Far From Home. Today I want to talk about how to survive and do even more than survive. Maybe even enjoy the newborn phase. Let's get to it. So the first thing you need to do, maybe even do this before you have your little one, but certainly if you're already in the thick of it and you're just feeling like, oh, life is so difficult and there's so much you need to do, is to sit down with a pen and a paper, your journal, and to change your priorities and change your standards. This is the first thing, okay? What I want you to remember is that life is not a photograph, it is a video. If you think about right now, say pause and take a picture. Maybe the house is a mess, maybe there's no laundry, maybe you haven't washed your hair, you haven't washed your face, or whatever it is, right? You think, oh, this is my life, I'm a big fat lazy failure. No, life is a video, right? It is an average of sometimes your house might be clean, sometimes you're looking fresh, sometimes you got the makeup on, heck, can't even tell about the baby weight, right? Life is not a picture, it's a video. So when you think about that, you can say, okay, so right now in this period, I'm changing my standards. Don't care if the house isn't as neat as it used to be, and your priorities, you change them. Just decide to dive straight into this season, because you can't just have a full life and add a baby and act like nothing happened. This is when we throw out the things that maybe we don't need to do, get rid of some commitments, pull back on some activities maybe we have with the other kids, and really just get tight into this season. It goes by quickly. The best way to make it feel like it's dragging on forever and being miserable is if you try to just add a baby to the mix and change nothing. No. To protect your mental health and emotional health, change your standards to be something you can manage during this time, all the while knowing when baby gets older, becomes a toddler, preschooler, goes to school, life can get back to those things that you were doing. And you want to change your priorities. You want to just focus on what's important right now. So the second way that it is really important for a thing for you to do to help survive this newborn phase without just kind of diving into, because you're already going to be hormonal, you're going to be feeling emotional, life is so different. It is really important that you take phone, social media, device, entertainment breaks. So I have a post that really went kind of viral on Pinterest and on Facebook about a habit that moms start whenever they are nursing a lot, and it's just constant scrolling. You're nursing, scroll, you nurse like a million times a day, right? And then you just become completely phone addicted. Well, the reason this isn't that great, aside from the fact that it's just not in general good to always be on our phone all the time, is that this can actually increase our depression. This can increase our feelings of loneliness. We're seeing everybody else doing all these wonderful things, and here we are, can't lose our baby weight, sit on the couch all day, house is a mess, can't fit into our clothes. It doesn't help our mental health. So take a break, read an actual book, read a magazine, just stare at baby while you're nursing, go for walks, put her around the house. Because everything is going to already kind of feel out of control, the tendency is to escape. So when we feel out of control, and this happens when you have a little one, you feel quite out of control. You used to, be able to have a handle on your day, and now you have a baby and you have to respond to their needs all day. It can feel out of control, and that leads us to want to escape. Don't escape. Escaping just keeps all those churny negative feelings, and then you escape. And then you come back and they're still there and you ignored them, so now they're louder, and then you keep escaping. It's this big thing. So take phone and social media breaks. Keep it somewhere else. Put the phone, right when you know you're going to nurse, put the phone somewhere else. Get a book. Get on the old fashioned, or call somebody instead of maybe just scrolling. Give somebody a call. Third thing to do to survive this newborn phase is to get enough sleep. Now, you might be saying, I can't sleep, I'm feeding baby all night long. And I understand. I am nearly certified in my infant and child sleep certification, but you gotta get sleep. You gotta prioritize sleep. It's completely necessary. So, this is just something to work on, right? Your baby needs sleep as well, so they're gonna have to sleep. They should be sleeping way more than you anyway. You need to sleep. Try to make it go together. If it's your first child, it ain't gonna get any better than this. I hate to break it to you. You ain't ever gonna be able to sleep as much as you can now. Nap when baby naps, and when you put baby down to bed, go straight to bed. Focus on feeding a lot during the day so that baby's not feeding a lot at night, because what happens, it's kind of a day-night confusion thing, is often, moms will let baby just kind of sleep. Baby might sleep 4 hours during the day, 5 hours, and they don't wake them up, and then what happens? They feed all night. But because you weren't sleeping in the day and now you want to sleep at night, well, this is when crazy town starts. So, because sleep deprivation, of course, we know is actual torture. So you got to get some sleep. But baby is, especially in this newborn phase, they're going to be feeding at night. This means you just have to go to bed earlier, sleep a little bit later, let yourself nap. Whatever you have to do, you will not fare well during this newborn phase if you don't prioritize sleep. So it's not going to be like this forever. You know, you don't need to think, because often we catastrophize. Now it's always going to be like this. I'm always going to be this tired. I'm never going to get enough sleep. That's just going to set you straight into fight or flight. You get more tired, more stressed. It all goes to pot. No, no, no. Just, I'm tired. Today I'm going to take a nap. I need a little bit of rest. I'm going to take a nap. Well, it's 7 o'clock. That's a good time to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed at 7 o'clock. Just do what you have to do, because your body's also trying to heal. It's trying to rebuild, and it's trying to, you know, get healthy again and recover from childbirth and from a long pregnancy. And our body refreshes and rejuvenates itself while we're sleeping. It is a must. It is a non-negotiable. You have to get enough sleep. Okay, the last thing, the last way, the last strategy, if you will, to survive this newborn phase with your mental health intact, still loving life as a mom, is to set in your day some routines. There is literally no data that shows that having routines is bad for baby or mom. It just doesn't exist. It's completely to the contrary. Routines are helpful for everyone. So this might be a morning routine for you. Once you're up and at 'em and you fed baby, what can you do for yourself? A self-care routine, whether it's just getting ready, doing a little bit of exercise, reading your Bible, writing in your journal, whatever it is. And maybe you have a bedtime routine and you have a predictable routine throughout the day with baby. So this might mean, you know, you feed, you do this happens, then you nap, and on again. So you don't have to clock watch all day long, but it is helpful for you and it's helpful for baby. The more you have a predictable routine, the more you understand baby's cries. You think, oh, yeah, it's because he's tired. I know that because we fed about an hour ago. And then you know what to expect. Or whenever baby starts to get fussy at certain times, you recognize, oh, this is because he's hungry. This is that hungry time. Or, oh, this is that fussy time in the evening. This is a good time to go for a walk. So having complete lack of predictability will make you feel more out of control. It'll make it much more difficult to understand what's going on with baby. So the best way to be able, especially if you are a naturally, you know, more regimented, structured person, you're going to want to have some routines throughout the day. Otherwise, you're going to just not cope. This is how it goes. I had an anxiety counselor one time tell me, back when I was pregnant, I was having pregnancy anxiety. And she said, actually, the type A, go get 'em mom who's always busy, always doing, is the mom that has the hardest time whenever they have a baby and stay home, because it seems that all of their life is now out of control. Everything that they were in charge of, you know, now they have a baby that doesn't just do exactly what they want, right? It's so hard. So if you want to be able to not feel that you've completely lost all of your identity and not feel so out of control that you are living in a life you always want to escape, right? What you have to do is put some predictability in your days. Of course, you're flexible, we know. Blessed are the flexible. They don't break when bent. So we're going to be flexible. And we're going to meet all of baby's needs, but we're going to meet our own needs as well. And this is how you stay sane during the newborn phase. You can do it. Baby can do it, and you can both fly out of this phase straight into the next phase, which is the sweet, sweet, sweet time when baby starts smiling and cooing and gooing, and they have their own little personality, and they're just much more easy to understand what's happening. You're going to get there. We're going to do it together.